Sorry about that, guys. Had a phone call, so it cut me off again. Yeah, like I was saying though, little homework at the end. Yeah, I had to stop blaming people for my misfortunes. You know, I'm in business and I don't have, transportation to get around and stuff. So people offered, and for a little while things were going fine, but life happens. And I'm just going to say that I would love to implement a program for business people that don't drive. Show them that, hey, you got to probably get on the bus line until you can do better. And there's a lot of things in your community and people you can talk to that are in business. Because where I stay at, it's a lot of businesses over here. And it's a lot of business people that I can talk to. So I decided to make my neighborhood my territory since I can't get far. And then I'm going to have to start doing my business online. This app called Zoom Call is really cool because you can set up appointments and talk to people and they don't have to travel to come see you. And you don't have to travel to come see them. And then my thing is I'm just going to make this an internet business because according to the U.S. Bureau of Labor and stuff like that, the next rich people are going to be internet home-based business, people. The next, top entrepreneurs will have their own online internet businesses. The industrial age is pretty much over. When my grandmother was coming up, you can get out of high school, get a job that was paying $25, $35 an hour versus, now you have to get a college degree to work at a fast food. But if you got a creative idea and you got a talent, you got a gift, man, use that. Put it online. Get your website started. It's so cheap to get something started. Like I started this radio show for free and then ended up getting involved in a great program where you can, make some extra cash, So I'm opening the chat room. Once again, I have to re-invite everybody because it cut off with that phone call. So, yeah, just keep the phone calls down until I'm done. So it's all about planning. It's also about just thinking before you do stuff. You're heating the moment, you're influenced by friends and family. They act like they care about your well-being, but it's funny how when you want to change, your well-being is not so much, your well-being is not so much important because you have to understand, and what I had to understand, that misery loves company. People are not going to accept the fact that you really want to get on your A game and do what you're supposed to do. And you have to stay focused no matter what happens because I refuse to be put in the category of 15 things poor people do that rich people don't. I had to stop watching TV so I could focus on building my business, getting my dream launched, things like that. I can't watch TV and do that. It's just a distraction. My next distraction was buying stuff that I didn't need just because it was on sale. My third distraction was blaming others for my misfortune. I got in it. It was my decision to get in business. I knew I didn't have a car before I got in it. I just got to make do with what I got to do. And sometimes when you're in leadership or when you're stepping up and you're doing the right things, you have to walk alone. And it's a lonely road. But I've hit rock bottom. There's no more dependency on other people. Either you're going to get it together, do your own research, and really put 100% in. Because hiding up under people, you're not giving it all you got. And you're not putting 100% in it. And it's so easy to blame somebody else for your lack. But you're lacking because of decisions that you made. And that's something that I had a problem with. I'm like, it's not fair. People offering me their services and they really not in it for the long haul. They just want to carry you for a little while. Carry yourself. Then you ain't got to worry about what another person ain't did for you because that'll hold you back and it'll also block your blessings. So the best thing you need to do is make do with what you have and take the resources that you have and expand and brand yourself and make sure that, you got what it takes and you do got what it takes. You can do it. You can do anything you set your mind to. And other people, it ain't none of their business. If they want to join you, great. If they don't, that's great too. It really is. You should not blame for my misfortune. And the last one I'm going to elaborate on is poor people believe that others should help them reach the top. The first lesson I learned from this is that, yeah, people want to see you successful, but they don't want to see you more successful than them. It's a competition at the end of the day. I don't care if you're in network marketing. I don't care if you're in sales. I don't care if you're on the job. I don't care if you're the boss, the employee, the employer. It's a competition. And it's a crab bucket. And everybody's trying to reach the top. But if you take the initiative to reroute, like that navigational says, rerouting, I had to do some rerouting. Find out who you can count on. That's going to show up. That's going to be there. That's the people that belong on your team. That's going to say, you know what? We ain't got a lot, but we going to take what we got and we going to make it work. And we're going to work it all the way until the end. And please, get that established before you work with somebody. If they're not going to be in it for the long haul, that's great. You want to help me out, but that's not going to help me if you're only going to be part-time and standoffish, and 1 minute you down and next minute you up. That's why you need to believe in yourself that you're going to reach the top. Because it all starts with you, just like I say in every show. It's all about your attitude. Because life is 90% of what happens to you. It's 1% of what happens to you. It's 90% how you react to it. And please check out Attitudes Part 1 and 2. Please check out Excuses Silence Part 1 and 2. And please check out Plus Your Personality 1 and 2. And that gave me some pointers on how to rely on myself. I'm responsible for me and my children. It's all I'm responsible for. And getting this business off the ground. And I have to make some sacrifices. I have to sacrifice. If you got to stop going to the fast food, cut it out. You know, because unless you're doing it as a business thing, you can't write it off in your taxes. If it don't, the bottom line is this. If you can't write it off in your taxes, why are you buying it? Why are you investing in it? Because like I said, people should spending when they should be saving and saving when they should be investing. Your savings need to go to emergencies. Who has an emergency fund? Holla at me. Who got $5,000 saved in their savings? So when a car breaks down or a bill comes up unexpectedly, you got the money saved. A penny saved is a penny earned for those emergencies, because emergency gonna pop up quicker than that product that's gonna be on sale. An emergency gonna pop up before you try to go buy that big flat screen TV. Something's gonna come up where you can't pay that cable bill. Do you have enough in your bank account saved up for those things? Disasters. We just had a hurricane. We just had a flood. I wonder how many people didn't have nothing in their savings where they couldn't, you know, they needed insurance or somebody else to come in and take care of the damages. But what if they were putting up some money and then that day came? Boy, what a difference would have made. They probably would have needed extra help, but not as much. That's the point I'm getting to. So, with that being said, quote for the day. Lessons from the past create hope for the future and action in the present. Potential has a shelf life. In which lifetime will you sell out and get what's yours? Wayne McNamara. Chris Brady at Wasco tweet says, better than your heart should have no words, than your words have no heart. So really, I had to start watching television that was informational and transformational. The next thing is that if I don't need the clothes or products that are on sale, I will not be buying them. I will no longer blame people for my misfortunes. Your offers is nice, but I can do this on my own because I got what it takes and I can do it. I'm going to have some money saved for just in case emergencies. And finally, I believe I'm going to reach the top. And what other people think and say or do is none of my business. So basically, that's something to think about. I'm open to comments. Won't keep you long. Got to go to work in the morning, afternoon, or whatever. And I will see you guys. The next show, the premiere, will be The Listening Party, September 18th. So I will see you then. And that's really all I had to say today. So, good afternoon, morning, and evening. And I will see you soon. Peace.